Welcome everybody, it's Sports Card Walt, the Card Maniac, and today we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to do a deep dive into a brand new product, Hoops Premium Stock Basketball. All right, let's get into it. So a little bit of a backstory on this brand. Panini did this back in 2019, 2020 with Zion Williamson. It lasted for a year. Uh, People, I think, were expecting this to come out again in 2020, 2021 for LaMelo Ball and Anthony Edwards. Uh, Rookie year, and that never came to fruition. So it's been on the shelf for about 5 years now, and it's being brought back, obviously trying to capitalize off of Victor Wembanyama. Panini only has about a year and a half or so of time left with the full NBA license, so naturally they're going to try to take advantage of this for for as little time that they have left with it. So we have premium stock, and the big question everybody wants to know: is this the best product that's ever been released on the retail side? Is this product of the year? Maybe we'll go into it here a little bit and find out together. Um, this is a retail only release. This release almost kind of reminds me of what Topps used to do with like a Topps Fire. I don't know if anybody ever remember Topps Fire, Topps Gallery, Bowman Platinum. Those brands they did away with those last year, I think. But they were like it was a retail exclusive product with like a hobby box kind of flair to it. Also, they would have blasters, and then they would have like not a mega box, but like a almost like a hobby box. It would be like a product that would cost $89.99, and it would include an autograph or two autographs. So it almost kind of, again, it felt like a hobby box in a sense. So that's kind of what I see with this new premium stock product. Uh, there's several different formats. I don't think there's going to be hangers, but there's going to be basically the blaster box that you see here. It was going to retail for about $29.99. They're going to have a mega box, which is going to be about 50 bucks. And there's going to have a box that, disregard the price here on Walmart. This is like a third party seller that has this, but these retail for $129.99. This is quote unquote like the hobby box. It's like Panini has like an H2. It's like a hybrid retail. They do this before with like what they call their H2 sets. It's like a hybrid of, it's not really fully hobby, where those boxes are $400,000, $500,000, and it's not, a mega box either. This will include one autograph, and we'll go over it here in a second, whether, those autographs are going to be actually worth, are you going to pull anything good from those autographs? So there's going to be this format, and then also, courtesy of Sam's Club, they're going to have like this collection box version, which is also going to be about 50 bucks, but they will not guarantee an autograph, but you can still pull autographs. Now, I believe you're going to be able to pull autographs from every format, but only the premium box, which is the $129.99 version, is where you're going to be just guaranteed an autograph box or an autograph. The collection boxes, again, these remind me of what Topps did with Series 1 and Series 2 and even Update Series last year. You get like an oversized card and then like an exclusive pack and then like a bunch of packs of the normal product. So we'll go into this here, do a little deep dive into this further. So again, is this like product of the year? I've seen, so far, there any availability to open that people have opened on YouTube, channels like SkyB, and a couple other channels, I believe are just the $129.99 premium boxes. Now, from what I've seen, this is a very small sample size. Yes, they do seem ridiculously loaded. It does feel like the premium boxes have like 10 packs, I think. Actually, let's look here at what they have. So they're going to be 5 cards per pack, 10 packs per box. It felt like every pack had a numbered card. At least 7 to 8 numbered cards per box, which is crazy. And then you get the autograph. Now there's probably going to be some boxes that have the points, the Panini points, but to get at least that many numbered cards on top of the autograph, the value is definitely there, right? And any chances you get at numbered Wembenyama cards, and even to a lesser extent, Brandon Miller and the Thompson twins, and even vet numbered cards of course, LeBron and Giannis and Luca, and um, basically those players, Steph Curry, stuff like that. So, is this the product of the year? Maybe. That's not really that difficult to be called product of the year these days because most products lately have just been kind of blah, and they have been for several years now. Now, if you ask me what are the products of the year on the retail side, right? You probably have to include an optic football because of all the downtowns and secondary case hits like your rookie laser, or not rookie lasers, the rookie kings or blazers, stuff like that. And then you have I know it's very divisive, but maybe the Prism Monopoly basketball, where you can pull case hits and color money blasts and Wemby, of course, because of Wembenyama, but you can pull golds, you can pull all these numbered cards and one of ones and all this stuff. Um, yeah, and then maybe like a Topps update, which comes out soon, and like a Topps Chrome update, because there's going to be a big, Paul Skeens chase, and all three Jacksons, which we talked about in other videos before. So those will probably be like the products of the year. So where this falls in that, it could definitely be the best. Again, it's not really that hard to do because of just how blah it's been lately. But anytime you have a product that offers the ability to pull one of ones of like a major marquee prospect, or hopefully generational type of guy in Victor Wembanyama, then that's not a bad thing. I know there's a lot of people out there that hate the fact that the market gets oversaturated with one of ones, or stuff of that nature. But if you're spending $50 or $100 or $30, would you rather buy a blaster where the best card you can hope to pull is like a couple $100, or do you want to buy the blaster where there's a chance of pulling like a four-figure card? If you're selling it, even if you're trying to pull like cards you want to keep or hold on to, because it's not really all about the money on this channel. But would you rather have the opportunity to, hey, like Select Basketball was kind of like that too, right? Where you had the ability to pull golds and one of ones of Victor Wembanyama that went on to sell for $1,000, $4,000, $8,000, whatever. So it will be interesting to see what the values fall on a premium stock brand that obviously it's Prism, there's Optic, there's Select, Mosaic is basically like the fourth best chromium type product that Panini releases. And then you have this stuff. Now I believe this stuff already is better than Mosaic. I know there's a ton of people that love the micro Mosaic super short prints and what's it called? I'm trying to think of the Genesis. Sorry, the Genesis parallels. So, but I believe this probably leapfrogs over Mosaic. Whether it's better than Select, probably not, because Select is just a known quantity, a known brand. So let's go through it. So first, you're going to have your blaster boxes. Again, they'll retail for about $29.99. I would expect these. They've already been online, so people might already be getting them in hand or should soon. Whether or not we see these in stores at Target and Walmart's this week, I don't think so. I will know for sure tomorrow, Wednesday, September 25th. I don't think they were on like the sell sheet, or not the sell sheet, but like the Walmart puts out like this upcoming list. Retail Ripper, if you follow him on X, does a really good job of letting people know, like, hey, this is what Walmart's going to have for the week. But I did not see this out there. I don't expect to see this at Walmart this week. Maybe next week. Probably next week. If it's already on Walmart's site, I would probably expect. I gotta take a little drink of water here. I would probably expect to see it next week. Target's a whole different ball of wax with Target. At least for Central Florida. It feels like the stores that have that end cap space in the toy section are getting a lot more product, and they're getting a lot more product faster. We saw this with Select Football, where only the stores with the end caps got Select Football. The stores that, at least from what I saw, A lot of Central Florida area targets that did not have that sports card end cap did not get a single drop of select football. So I'm kind of nervous and kind of wondering if that's going to be the same way with this product as well. But anyways, I would expect to see most formats hit stores as early as next week. I'd be surprised if there weren't any this week, but it's not out of the realm of possibility. So we have the 29.99 blasters. These are going to have the seismic prisms, and you will find gold seismics, and I think probably the gold vinyl 101s. Definitely at least a gold seismic parallel to 10. So again, anytime there's golds, there's not golds. You can't get golds in Prism basketball. You can't get golds in Optic basketball. You can't get golds. Well, no, you can in Select, but you could not get them in Prism or Optic or Mosaic. So I think that gives this kind of a boost because gold has always been for Panini like the color parallel to get for players, for rookies, and for superstars. Then we're going to have the mega boxes. These are going to retail for about $50. These are going to have the ice prisms, including gold ice and gold vinyls, the one-on-ones. Again, probably expect maybe the chance of pulling autographs in this format as well. But this is where you're going to find your ice parallels. That includes all the color, like I think there's reds, blues, greens, and then the golds. Most people care about just the golds, the 10. And then we're going to have the what they call the premium box, and these retail for $129.99. I'm a little skeptical if we're going to see these boxes in stores, and the only reason why I say that is because generally for retail sports cards, there's hardly anything out on the shelf that costs more than a certain price point, right? So, for example, when Topps did all those, retail exclusive like Topps Fire and Bowman Platinum, when their hobby or retail boxes that included the autographs, they retailed for $89.99. Okay, that's definitely cheaper than what these will be. I don't recall ever there being any product on the shelf. Now the total of all the stuff on the shelf, sure, is thousands of dollars. But I've never seen a product be on the shelf that's been like $130 box. Because most megas are what, $50, $60 now at the most. A Topps Chrome Monster box are $70. So this is quite higher than, I almost, because of just theft or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like overly skeptical, but the same reason why you can't go to a store and just get a big bottle of Crown Royale whiskey or whatever. They're not just sitting on any shelf, right? They're always behind a case, or they're always behind a check stand or its own separate department because of theft. So anything like this that's that much money, again, they're not 500. They're going to be $129.99. I'm curious to see if they'll actually have this particular format available in stores. We know we'll see blasters. We know we'll see mega boxes. But this is where you're going to find your guaranteed auto, and this is where you're going to find, as you can see, you can see the back of these. To have red prisms, blue prisms, greens to 8. Greens are going to be numbered to 8. There's no golds in this format, but there are greens numbered to 8, which I saw a few that were opened by Skyby and a couple other people. And then finally, I don't know if it's exclusive just to Sam's Club, or whether we'll see this at like Costco as well, or even at Walmart, or it might be just exclusive just to Sam's Club. But there's going to be this collection box, and this is going to be the only format where you can find black pulsars and black discos. They will be numbered to 1, as well as the disco parallel, basically reds, blues, golds to 10. This will be the only format. These collection boxes is what they're going to call them. They'll also come with the oversized cards. These are going to be, I believe these are going to be like crazy to find, hard to find, very sought after. For the price point, it seems a little like, I don't want to say too good to be true, but this is not a third party seller. This is by strictly from Panini for $47 and 6 packs, I believe. Yeah, so you'll get 6 packs, 5 cards per, plus a 3 pack exclusive Pulsar, I believe is what they call it, and then an oversized card. And even the oversized card can be numbered. As you can see here, you can get a gold box topper or even a 1-of-1. Now, how crazy would that be if you pull like a Victor Wembanyama box topper 1-of-1? Like I can't even imagine like what the value on that something that's going to be very unique. So again, watch out for those. I think these are going to be very desirable. So that goes over all the formats. Now, on the autograph side, I wanted to get into because historically Panini doesn't do a great job of their autograph checklists for retail. They just don't, with the exception of Revolution Basketball, which came out this year on the retail end, which somehow included redemptions of Steph Curry and Nikola and the Joker, from the Nuggets MVP. For some reason that card set had like the top of what they could offer as far as the vet autos go. Of course, we'll never see LeBron autos because it's Fanatic exclusive. Not going to see Victor, not going to see Brandon Miller, some other top rookies. But I wanted to give you a heads up on, okay, so you can't get an autograph in the premium boxes. What can you expect? So let's go in here. So first, let's look at I wanted to quickly first go into what they call the Hoops Inc. And this is basically what you're going to expect to see from Hoops Inc. checklist. Again, it's very blah, right? Like, look, it's cool that you're going to get autograph from that set. It's cool from that box, and it might be from this card set. Just don't expect anything, amazing, right? Jonathan, I'm not going to go through every list here, but who on this list would you like? If you pulled the autograph of, would you be kind of like super pumped about? Like maybe Harold Miner, the former player that used to be called Baby Jordan, I believe, when he was on the Miami Heat back in the 90s. I mean, look, this checklist, Jermaine O'Neal, Jalen Duran on the Pistons, very solid player. Second year guy, Nikola Jovic on the Heat, Jalen Williams on the Thunder. Fournier's not even in the league anymore. He's overseas. Josh Green on the Mavs. Charles Oakley, former player. A lot of players on this particular checklist. Kerry Kittles. Kittles might be the best name on this list. Something a little bit different, but on this Hoops Inc. checklist, not a whole lot to be crazed about. So then, before we get into the hot signatures, let's go into the Rookie Inc. So again, we know that Needy doesn't have exclusive rights to a lot of players. Let's quickly bring this up. We're going to go into the Rookie Inc. So again, if you pull one of the Thompson twins, that's going to be very, very good. There's going to be parallels of those two. Derek Lively, another solid name to get. Kason Wallace isn't too bad. Brandon Podziemski, very solid name. Bilal Kubalali on the Wizards, I don't think is too bad. G.G. Jackson on Memphis, he exploded for that. 50-point game or 40-point game, the last game of the regular season last year. And then the rest, the rookies are very kind of, I think there's one other name down here on the list that was okay. Maybe there wasn't, to be honest with you. Some guys that, have some value, but ultimately, look, it's either G.G. Jackson, Podziemski, the Thompson twins, or Derek Lively. That's about it. Now, so again, we're talking about the autograph checklists. It's about the norm, right? And then finally, there's going to be the hot signatures checklist, which does have 2 names. I don't know how often they'll fall, that aren't too bad. And that's going to be, as you can see here on the list, sorry about that, Chet Holmgren, and for the 2022-23 class, Banchero for the Magic. So those are arguably, other than maybe, Amen or Ausar Thompson and Derek Light, no, probably not even him. Maybe Podzemski on the Warriors. Those are the best autographs that you're going to be able to pull from this product. Now, that doesn't deter from the fact that this product is probably going to be super white hot. But the autographs, you're not buying this product for the autographs at all. You're buying this product for a chance at hitting one of ones of Wembanyama, golds of Wembanyama, and Brandon Miller, and the Thompson twins, and maybe a LeBron James, or Giannis, or Luca, stuff like that. You're not getting this stuff for autographs. Any Panini retail product, you're never buying it for the autographs, right? Um, there are a couple other names on this particular card set, and again, the hot signatures is available. It is on the back of here. You can see right here, hot signatures premium. They'll have greens and a nebula for the premium box. You can pull one of ones nebula autographs, and then the same way for the collection box. You can see here hot signatures disco, rookie ink disco, hoops ink disco. So no numbered autographs, but so that's looking like what'll probably be the case. You can potentially pull autographs from probably every format, but only the premium box version is where you're A, going to be guaranteed one, and B, have a chance for a numbered version. So going back to that hot signatures checklist, Ben Simmons, Julius Randle, there's some okay names on here. I do believe DeAndre Ayton, Jeremy Sochin is okay. Jalen Green on the Rockets is a solid name, value wise. Also mixed in. You got your Carlos Boozers and Isaiah Hartenstein. So there might be a grand total of 10 autographs or autograph subjects that you would be like, that's really amazing to pull from this stuff. Again, I don't think it deters from I don't think it deters from how this product could be. Uh, Again, we're seeing some stuff opened and it looks pretty good. The cards themselves, even the base cards, they just look really good. Like, I'm very surprised at just the quality of how these cards look. Is it going to be the product of the year? I mean, I don't know. Optic Football probably still would probably be the product of the year. Maybe a Monopoly Prism Basketball or a Select Basketball or something like that. Is this Panini's best ever release for retail? Probably not. We're talking 10 years. That's not really that hard to crack, considering they've had some decent stuff over the last decade. Nothing just like, oh my gosh, this is like the best ever stuff. But look, again, a lot of interesting formats. The prices aren't that crazy. Even for the premium box, $130 for one autograph and 7 to 10 number cards, or 7 or 8 numbered cards. You can do a heck of a whole lot worse, considering you can open dozens of Prism boxes and never see a single numbered card. You can open up a whole case of Mosaic Basketball and maybe get 1 or 2 numbered cards at the most. So the fact that there's a bunch of number cards, obviously with more number cards, the values might, I would expect a gold Wembanyama out of this stuff to probably fall in line with like a select gold, a select courtside gold on the retail end, like the gold lavas or whatever that particular one was. Probably would hold a little more value than like a gold seismic out of this stuff, or a gold ice or something like that. They're going to look amazing without question. Again, this product, the fact that you'll be able to pull a card that's especially the Nebula 101s of Wembanyama, especially his base version, not so much maybe the insert ones, but the base version is probably going to be a 5-figure card. I would expect the Nebula true rookie of Wembanyama to probably be $10,000 or maybe a little bit more. So again, so you have to ask yourself, is there a whole lot of retail products out there where there's a potential to pull a 5-figure card? No, there isn't. Is this the product of the year? I think it's certainly top 3. Whether it's the product of the year, we'll have to kind of wait and see how these formats look, what the pull rates are, and what the market is for them. So that's our deep dive into premium stock basketball. Again, expect these to be in store probably as soon as next week in most Targets and Walmarts. Definitely, probably Walmart's first. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace.